Stacy Roby and Samantha Moore. Stacy Roby, right-hand side, the Ohio-based 2014 Mustang on the Jeg side of the racetrack. And Samantha Moore, man, what a story she has been. She started out the year on fire, literally, like set the class record at 8:18 at 167 miles an hour, and she was running a Magnuson supercharger, and we had mid-year rules adjustment, and she decided to switch and go to Pro Charger, brought out a brand new untested combination in Michigan and ran the table and won. She's looking for number one right here. She is locked in a battle with Bill Putnam for the points championship. Check out the scoreboards, ladies and gentlemen. New low ET for the class. 8:17 with an 166 miles an hour, just missing top speed by less than 1/2 a mile an hour. Samantha Moore just literally making a huge statement with the Pro Charger ride on the left-hand side. Roby, 995 as a traction limited 161 miles an hour, but Samantha Moore, man, what can you say? I'm telling you about, she went 8:18 at the beginning of the year and just lowers the boom some more. Samantha Moore, the winner at the most recent race at US 131 in Michigan, showing she is holding the upper hand. Here comes the guy with the number. Still sits number 3 despite the improved ET. Stacy Roby and Samantha Moore coming up in our next pair. Pro Charger on Pro Charger crime as we stage up a pair of 2014 Mustangs. The red one of Roby on the left-hand side, the white one of Samantha Moore on the right-hand side. Samantha Moore belted out an 8:17, the class's quickest pass ever. And she does a little power wheelie there as she goes 125 on the 60-foot. Another low ET coming up. She lowers the boom more. 8:15 with a 6 at 167 miles an hour. The quickest and fastest pass ever in JDM Engineering Limited Street. As Samantha Moore, the second race on her brand new P1X Pro Charged combo, is just laying it down. She goes from a Magnuson supercharger that had a change in class weight and pulley combination. She switches to a Pro Charger and just immediately laying down some amazing times. An 8:17 on the first shot, an 8:15 on the second shot. The number one and the field has just been absolutely routed by Samantha Moore here this weekend. She came out with a brand new Pro Charger P1X combination just one race ago and won the race, qualified number 1 in her first outing with very limited tune-up time. She comes here after being off for almost 2 months, and I do believe that she ran another race just a week or two ago. But Samantha Moore, so far with 2 wins this year. At the last race, low ET and top speed was hers, 8:38 at 165 miles an hour. And Samantha Moore previously has held the class record and the speed record from Bradenton at 8:18 with a 5 at 167 miles an hour from Illinois. Now, those have both been displaced in the second qualifying session. Samantha Moore, who opened with an 8:17 for new low ET of the class, has go ahead and raised the bar again and went 8:15 with a 6 at 167.68 miles an hour. And the next best qualifier is Chad Wendell. He's at 8:35. That's 2/10 behind, and that's a couple car lengths when you go quarter-mile racing. So Samantha Moore very much in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively. The question is does she throw something interesting at it here to see if the racetrack will hold it, or does she stay consistent for this final session? Putnam and Roby take over the number 3 and number 4 qualifying spots. So the field is set from 3 down. The only 2 cars left are the ones that are qualified number 1 and number 2. Chad Wendell, the birthday boy out of Portland, Indiana, 2007 Mustang. Mosher Engineering is his backer. 304 cubic inches of Ford power plant. Currently qualified number 2 at 8:35. Samantha Moore, what haven't I said about her already? Number 1 qualifier out of Brighton, Michigan. Vector Motorsports, she's the co-owner of that. 2014 Mustang on the Budweiser side. See what she does. She does a little baby wheelie off the starting line, but it's legging it out, and she is freight training Wendell. An 8:15 with a 4, she drops the ET 2 thousandths more, 167 miles an hour. And Chad goes from 8:35 to 8:45 at 164, so they will remain locked in the number 1 and number 2 spots. But Samantha Moore just dominating qualifying, an 8:17 and a pair of 8:15s to go into eliminations with a solid grip, improving on his qualifying run. Stacy Roby goes 8:56 at 161, improving on their qualifying efforts. So Bill Putnam's 8:35 will get him lane choice against Chad Wendell's 8:38. That should be a good pair indeed. Final call for Coyote Stock. Final call for Coyote Stock. Need you to lanes, please. Final call for Coyote Stock. Second call for Streetcar Challenge. Second call for Streetcar Challenge. Kevin McCotter and Samantha Moore coming up here. Samantha Moore doing a little bit of a power wheelie there and has to work from behind to get around Kevin McCotter. Do we see another 18 on the board? She lowers the boom some more. 8:12 at 167 miles an hour. She has reset the class record quickest time 4 times in a row, ladies and gentlemen. With a second race on her ProCharger P1X combination, an 8:12 with an 8 for Samantha Moore, easily handling a 9:11 from Kevin McCotter. That moves Samantha into the semis, where she will enjoy a bye run into the final. All right, in the final, Samantha Moore, who has been on a record-setting pace all weekend, and unfortunately, she has just run out of rounds. It'll be a great final, as Samantha Moore basically just takes the tree to save the parts and pieces and doesn't get the car warm. So it'll give her more time to turn the car around and get ready for the next round. But that'll be your final, ladies and gentlemen. So unofficially, Bill Putnam is your class champion. Who is going to win? That'll be determined in the final. And again, that's our final round. Your final round, ladies and gentlemen, is an all-blower car final. As Chris Holbrook will race Eric Bardakoff, and Bardakoff holding the lane choice and the advantage. It'll be an all-blower car final. Here comes your final round of JDM Engineering Limited Street. The championship already locked, as Bill Putnam on the right-hand side, the UPR Products car, will retain the number 1 for next year. This one is probably more about bragging rights. Samantha Moore, left side, gave it a valiant try. She wants to win to go home with the championship. She goes wheels up and has to pedal. That might be enough to let Putnam get around. Yes, it is, as they both run 8:33 with a 2 at 166 miles an hour. Bill Putnam puts an exclamation point on it and wins the championship, as Samantha Moore crossed the 60-foot timers on the back tires and had to pedal, and that's all Bill Putnam needed.